What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Rec Room. I'm your boy Tony the Brick Whisperer. As you can see, I'm doing a lot more recording. I've still got my setup for the turntable with the white sheet. Right now, we are working with a new camera. So, fingers crossed that we're going to see some quality changes. At least that's my hope. So, this particular video, obviously, once again, still not sponsored by Lego. Maybe one day. We'll see. My only sponsor, as was pointed out to me the other day, is Mrs. Brick Whisperer. She sponsors all of this, and I can live with that. So, hey, she's going to keep letting me do these crazy builds and come up with all the craziness that we have going. Then, hey, so be it. So today we're going to go over some builds that both of my daughters had picked out. There was a third one. We kind of had to swap that out. But we'll get into that as another build in a later video. So first, we're going to dive into... actually, one moment. I do have it. All right, so this particular build, Kaylee had picked out, and she had picked out, boom, set number 40499, Santa's Sleigh. So a fun build. What do you say we just dive straight in? Here we go. All right, as you can see, I got this brand spanking new. So we're going to dive in, cut this open, get to work. So, Miss Kaylee, thank you for picking out Santa's Sleigh. This set originally came out on the 1st of October of 2021, and it is slated to retire here in a few weeks, the 31st of December of 2025. A small set, 343 parts, took me approximately 30 minutes to put together, with a recommended retail price of $40. I am currently in the process, not in this video right here anyway, of trying to add motion to all this. It was the motion's going to be based off of a video that I saw on social media. I'm working on it, and some of it's not working for me quite yet, but we'll get there, I'm sure. Alright, so we got the sleigh going. We got the reindeer done, as they're just hanging out in the back. So we had gotten a new piece of furniture, and while some of the smaller Lego builds are being displayed right here by the front door, the village piece that we're starting to put together is going to go on this new TV stand that we just acquired. So as things are getting built, I am moving them straight out there. And, I'll talk about it now. There was a holiday train that we had picked up. Not going to say which one. We'll leave that as a surprise for a later video. But I was getting ready to put it together, but I found that I had no place to put it. So... So instead of just having it sit, I felt, you know what, let's build some other stuff, and we'll get to the train when we get to the train. Part of me is debating whether or not I want to do the train as the last part, but we'll see. Alright, let's get the trim pieces put on, the sleigh. And now we're able to hook up, or start getting the reindeer hooked up to Santa's sleigh there. As you see, all of the gifts are already waiting. This is another one of those sets that has the hidden compartment that I had alluded to in the last video. So we're going to get Santa's sleigh ready to take off. Let's load her up. And away we go. And there she is. This one was a pretty cool set. I am not going to lie. I'm having a lot of fun with these Christmas builds. Really enjoyed that build. I don't know. Maybe we'll see about getting it up above that winter Christmas village that I'm putting together. We'll see. We'll see what time holds in store for us. So next, the next big set that I say big set. It's, I don't know, maybe 10 inches tall, give or take, is boom. Set number 40573, the Christmas tree. So there's a few different ways to get this built, as you can see. You have the main one here. You got these two here. I decided to go for the main build. So we'll just chuck that over there for the time being. This is probably the biggest set for this particular video. The last set, the third set, is going to be a relatively small one. So what do you say we just dive right in, get this thing knocked out, get it added to the village? Here we go. All right. The Christmas tree. I gotta say, I like the whole little tree skirt here at the bottom. This was actually a really fun part of the build. I was curious how it would look when everything was all said and done. So this set was released on the 1st of September of 2022, and like the last, again, slated to retire on the 31st of December of 2025. 784 pieces, took me about 45 minutes to put together. Recommended retail price of $45. So one of the cool things that I really liked about this particular set is how they decided to attach everything to make it actually look tree-like. So, like, I would put this section together right here, down it goes. And the way that they have me put the next piece onto it, I thought it was going to be, set the item, set this layer down, build the next one, and turn it, so many degrees, and I just thought it was going to look awful. And it was something that I didn't really quite grasp until later in the build. And I was like, oh, so that's how you do it. So very, very interesting, very fun build. And thankfully I was able to do all of this while being more or less distraction free. And that's where I figured it out. I was like, oh, so everything locks into place. Excellent. That was my aha moment for this set. And you all know how much I love repetition. Well, thankfully, this set is nowhere near as repetitious as some botanical sets or as some, like the architecture sets, the Eiffel Tower, the Colosseum, stuff like that. Those were crazy in terms of repetition. The repetition on this wasn't so bad. Maybe one day I'll have to order a light kit for this. Maybe I'll order light kits for all of the sets within my winter village. Now, I don't know if I had put one section together incorrectly It's something I would have to investigate. But as you see right there, I just set essentially the top of the tree down. There's a section of it that spins, and I thought that everything would essentially be latched together, everything secured. Maybe it's something I missed. I don't know. I'll have to. It's just something I'll have to take a look at another time. All right, so the top of the tree is almost done. And there it is. Looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. So the tree was actually really cool. I mean, it's a pretty tall tree, and you know it's most certainly in the village, as is our next and final set for this particular video. Boom! Set number 40746, Santa's Delivery Truck. This was a fun little build, let me tell you. But better than me telling you, let me just show you. Here we go. Alright. One of the things I'm not necessarily fond of when it comes to brand new sets is how the instruction books are always folded. Then they sit just when you're trying to build the set and you gotta constantly have to deal with that fold. It kind of drives me crazy. Maybe it's just me. Okay, so this set originally released on the 1st of October of 2024, and you guessed it, it is also retiring on the 31st of December of 2025. 224 parts, recommended retail price $20. This set took me all of 15 minutes to put together, so this will be a quick build. And let me just put this out there. Aren't you all glad that I do this in a time lapse? Because I can only imagine how fun it would be to just sit here and watch me with the 2 hour, the 3 hour, the 8 hour builds. Little gold guy in the front as a hood ornament. I particularly liked the little stickers that went on the interior of the back. Made it look, well, like a workshop. Alright, I believe this is the final bag where I start putting together the gifts to sit inside. Then we have a tree to throw on top. Get rid of all the extra parts. Alright, so right here I simply have the, obviously I have the truck closed up. I will have it opened up here in a moment. This was a fun little cutesy build. Mrs. Brick Whisperer loves the way this village is coming right along, and she is eager to see how I can get everything else added to the village. There it is, all opened up, looking fantastic. So the village is coming along. I've already got 3 more builds already taken care of. You'll see those in the next video that I'm hoping to do in the next couple of days. Here in a little bit, I just might get to building some more. So I am going to jump right onto that. Once the village is complete, I will take my brand new camera here and do a quick sweep of the whole village completely put together. Now, like I said, brand new camera, so I'm hoping the quality of everything has improved. Please let me know down in the comments, and with all of that, while you're down there, you might as well hit that like, follow, And share this with your friends. Share this with your family. Share this with anybody you know that loves Lego. And with all of that being said, you guessed it, we will see you when we see you. You have yourselves a great rest of your day. Bye.